Welcome and welcome back, my dear Taropals, to another pick an image, pick a pile, pick a crystal, whichever way you'd like to choose your pile reading. Today we are trying to connect and channelize the energies of Lord Ganesha to come in and share his wisdom, his guidance, the gifts that he's bringing our way. You can of course feel drawn to more than one pile. As always, listen to your intuition and take only the messages that resonate with your energy, with your story, and leave the rest. I am on Instagram and on YouTube. If you aren't a part of either or, I invite you to join me on both. I also provide personal readings. You can book a reading with me by sending me an email in the email address given in the description box below. You can also, of course, support the channel absolutely free by simply engaging with my content. Share it with a friend, subscribe if you haven't yet, hit the like button if the message resonates, and leave me a comment and feedback of my readings. Those are just the simplest energy exchanges that we can do together. I'm cleansing your space here. I would love if you could take some deep breaths, connect with your intuition, let go of that monkey mind with some deep inhales and exhales. I'm going to give you a quick close-up of the three crystals that we've picked for you. The thumbnail, of course, has the image of the three Ganpati images. You can, of course, be drawn to more than one pile. That's natural. It's a general reading. We have, for option number one, the moss agate. That is your crystal. For pile number two, we have the carnelian. And for pile number three, we have tiger's eye. So those are your three different piles. You can pause the video if you need more time. I'm going to see you in your respective readings. Hello and welcome. Pile number one, those of you who picked the moss agate crystal. It's a wonderful stone to work with when you're building immunity and health. It's a wonderful crystal to work with for your heart chakra healing, for opening yourself up to relationships, to love. It is also a wonderful crystal, like I mentioned, for any kind of a physical healing. Okay, so health and fitness definitely comes on with the moss agate crystal. How we're going to do this reading is we have your cards shuffled already and we have the pile ready. We're going to use the Lenormand deck to kind of do an energy check of your current energy. What are you dealing with? Who am I reading for? This probably will help you and hopefully will help you see if you've picked the right pile, and if anything that I say resonates with what your current situation, your current journey looks like. We'll of course then dive into the gifts and the blessings coming your way, along with the guidance of how do you align yourself, how do you go around what's coming your way, how do you navigate through the changes. Okay, for pile number one, we have the first two cards out already. We have the mountain, the number 21, and the number 8 coming in. We have the tower, the number 19, number 6, and house. Let's do an energy check for you first again. Many of you who's watching this reading may have significant placements in fixed signs energy, which means you may have sun, moon, rising, or an Atmakarka, one of those placements in Scorpio, Aquarius, Leo, or Taurus. Fixed signs energy is strong here. Some of you may also have a very strong Aries placement in your birth chart. Just some significant zodiac energies that showed up. Okay. While you're watching this reading, there's clearly been enough obstacles, especially related to authority figures. Now, authority figures may mean parents, may mean anybody who has an ability to decide, control, or shift something. This can mean anything from government and the government laws to your smaller community of authorities, to your boss, to a bank official who may perhaps be the authority figure to clear out something for you, a judge of any sort. While you're watching this reading, there's clearly a lot on your mind when it comes to your career, your profession, and your money. That's primarily perhaps why a lot of you have picked this file. Your financial health, your professional success, your sense of stability, your sense of material place in this world. Many of you, of course, have been feeling a certain sense of burnout and might be planning a vacation, especially to some place which has a lot of natural beauty instead of the city life. And if that's not yet crossed your mind, that's definitely coming your way, pile number 1. Okay, that's something I can already see. There's been a lot of to and fro around some sort of a paperwork or a paperwork approval. This could be anything like from you applying for a particular school or college, or an interview process wherein you're having to go through a lot of documentation. Paperwork is significant here. Okay, you're invested, you're drowned while you're watching this reading in some sort of an official documentation or bank work or consolidation of financial resources for you. Okay, some of you have had a dream about buying a particular house or owning a particular property. Some of your homes could be going through some sort of a renovation. Many of you may even be noticing a lot of breakdowns happening around your house, like the walls are chipping, the plumbing is just not working right. Those could be certain significant or small technical issues at home that I'm hearing. Okay, I don't know why I'm struggling for a lot of words for you, which again brings me to communication may be a certain aspect of a challenge. How do you articulate what you want, especially around authority figures, is a key theme here. If there's been any sort of an obstacle around a legal dispute or a property dispute that you're dealing with, that's also showing up for you. I think the aspect of health, especially related to the health of your feet or your legs, is coming in, the lower back. There could be certain injuries or chronic ailments that you're dealing with around those areas of your body. Okay. Energetically, I also see a desire to create something rock solid. If you see, each of these are structures, are routines, are disciplined ways of life that you've been investing a lot of mind space towards. We have 2 number 4s here. The 4 is the number of house, and then we have the 31 as the underlying energy of the sun. Many of you are trying to stick to a particular routine, a particular diet, a particular way of doing something, which is not easy for you. This is a new habit that you're trying to get in sync with, and as many times as you've fallen off, but this could be like, for example, somebody has always wanted to be consistent with yoga, and year after year you've set up a new year resolution that I want to be someone who does consistent yoga, but you keep falling off that wagon, especially from the month of March or August. Whichever was the last month of March or August when you're watching this, it's a timeless reading. You have tried your best to stick to that routine, and that desire, that willpower is clearly showing up when it comes to building some structures, building some way of life, building some boundaries around how you can run your day, what amount of work can you do within a day, and again that's coming in all with the burnout that we're sensing here. I think those are the different energies that we sense for pile number 1. If any of those did resonate with you, does sound like where you are in your journey, let's dive right into the next part of the reading. Leave me a house emoji if this is your story, if we've talked about things that you've come into this reading hoping to get answers for, or you are dealing with. So we're going to use these cards to talk about the blessing or the gifts coming your way from Lord Ganesha. We are going to use these cards to look at what guidance does he have for you in order to tap into these blessings. Remember, tarot is always directional, so it can tell you about probabilities of what you are attracting, what you can tap into, what blessings can come your way, and we'll use these oracle cards to look at what are you asked to do, what are you being encouraged to do more in order to align yourself with the blessings. We, as always, deep dive using the tarot cards. Let's jump right into it. So what blessings are you attracting? Pile number 1. We have the Isa. Interesting that this shows up as a blessing, okay, as the rune. We have intuition. We have divine flow. we have true offering. This covers what your blessings are. Let's look at what your guidance is, and I'll start sharing. 32, escapist. Number 3, tower. And number 37 with grey. Let me just make sure you guys can see all your cards. Okay. I think we will place it like, yep, that should give you visibility towards all your cards. Perfect. Okay, and hold on, I feel like I'm gonna put this here. Put this here. Okay. First of all, it's going to be an overlap of blessings and guidance. Okay, so what's the blessing coming your way? This is funny, but intuitively you had sensed a particular obstacle, a particular thing not going your way, or an additional, see, we talked about paperwork, something that makes you delay or change a plan or change a route, change a decision, something that is just an obstacle to cross, okay, a hurdle placed towards something that you were moving towards. Now this could be for many of you this is a relationship, okay, for many of you this could also be an acquisition of a particular asset. Asset could mean like buying a house. Asset could mean like you signing up for a particular course or educational qualification where you're facing a lot of obstacles, you're facing a lot of hurdles, things are just not moving smooth, and that is a blessing. There is something in the obstacles, in the hurdles, in that traffic jam that you literally see here, which needs to be discovered, and your intuition will guide you towards it. But the first blessing that you have is if you're working towards something and you see a particular obstacle come your way or a hurdle come your way, see that as an opportunity. See that as, oh, I'm getting a chance to re-look at something. We're just ending the Mercury retrograde while I record this. The first message here from Ganpati is clearly, if he's known as the god who deals with removing obstacles, right? And the fact that Isa has shown up, which is the card of obstacles itself, it talks about even if there is a hurdle, even if there is a roadblock in your way, it is to be seen as a blessing. It is trying to make you connect to something, recheck something, redo something in the right way, which you've perhaps missed out so far. So any kind of a slowdown, any kind of a delay that you're experiencing, you have that is a blessing. That's just the first message that I have for you here. Something that is just moving slower than how you want it to be is currently a blessing for you, okay? In a very literal term, you could literally be going for a meeting, a flight or something, and there may be a delay, there may be a roadblock, and instead of getting frustrated, tap into that divine flow of divine surrender and just know that you're going to reach wherever you have to reach in the exact right time, okay? That's the first blessing that I see very strong coming in for you. There's a very deep energy of surrender and intuitive guidance as an overall blessing, as an overall energy when it comes to your pile number 1, which means that another blessing coming your way is your ability to truly feel devotion, truly feel a connection with the source. Those of you who have experienced it, those of you who know it, while all of us have materialistic desires, and there's no shaming in this world of the 3D that we live at, that yes, it matters how much money we make, what clothes we wear, what cars we drive. Of course, all of those can be dreams, goals and desires. But if you've truly experienced love of the spiritual connection, if you've truly experienced this pure bliss, the pure sense of power, the pure sense of energy that one can feel when they are in that statement of surrender, when they are in that statement of allowing the universe to do what it needs to be done, and you don't feel shaken, rather you feel very rooted in that supreme source. If you've never felt what I've just talked about, if you've never experienced that emotion, if you don't know that meaning of what I'm trying to explain here, that pure bliss of spiritual devotion, that is a blessing coming for you, pile number ones. And if you have felt it and you've kind of lost touch with it, if there was a part of your life wherein you just knew, I'm seeing a lot of Radha Krishna devotees here, Radhe Radhe, if you are one, do comment and confirm if I'm tapping into a lot of Radha Krishna devoted people here. But regardless of whether or not that is the energy that you're connected with, there is a sense of pure power, pure bliss, pure divinity, pure success that one feels when they feel that they are a part of this massive universe, that they are the child of God, okay? And that is a second blessing. I mean, if you've experienced it, you will know how big of that feeling it is, how empowering that feeling is, how devotion and faith can make one feel invincible, okay? And that sense of faith, that sense of connection is a blessing coming your way. Many of you may take pilgrimage as well as, like travel to some place where you find peace, where you find connection. Some of you, it could be Vrindavan. For some of you, I'm also seeing, if you are in India, of course, or you're planning to visit India, Vrindavan is showing up for you guys strongly. Some of you, it could also be Madurai, okay? That's another place that's coming in very strong. Or Tirupati, those are certain temples of pilgrimage. You don't have to visit them. I'm just saying that an opportunity to visit any of those places, and these are highly energetic spiritual places, may be coming your way. That's a spiritual blessing, that's a spiritual connection that is coming your way, okay? The third blessing that is coming your way is you will have an ability to offer or propose something which a large pool of audience may need. And this is a creative pile, okay? A lot of you people have a very strong artistic sense, and to be artistic, we don't have to all of us be painters, singers, or dancers. While yes, these professions do have a stronger sense of creative expression as in general is present in any kind of a job you do, in your 9 to 6 in a software engineering. Creative expression is just doing things with our unique stamp on it. A blessing that is coming your way, a gift that is coming your way is Ganpati will use your offering, your proposal, your gift, something that only you can create and has a very unique you stamp on it. You will connect to a large audience which connects to that, which resonates with that thing. Now this could of course be that you have a social media business and that reaches out to a large number of people and they connect with you. I strongly see writers, singers, bloggers, that energy is very strong here. Anything that you're trying to write and sell to people, or if you're trying to submit, for some of you it could be even like a PhD thesis that you're writing and submitting, and it connects, it just clicks, okay? So writing is strongly showing up for you here, or any form of an offering, a proposal that you give out to a client or a larger audience, it will work out for you. That is this third blessing that I see coming in for you guys, okay? Expect obstacles, expect hurdles. That's what I'm also giving you at the same time, because even those roadblocks, I'm again saying, are a part of the blessing that you are manifesting, okay? How do you align to everything that we've just talked about? First of all, unplug. Okay, this is the most powerful card of yours. If you're dealing with depression, if you've just let go of a relationship, if you're working on a creative project, whatever it is that you're dealing with currently, Ganesha's message here is please take out ample time for rest and literally to do nothing. Okay, to do nothing. Breathing exercises maybe, if just doing nothing is just too much for you, but to unplug, to disconnect from the social media, to disconnect from the noise, at least for a few hours in the day, if you can't go like on a long detox. How do you connect to this creative? There's also a message of connecting with your physical body, pile number ones. That's how you will tap into this divine flow, this intuitive knowing. What do I mean by tapping into your physical body? Some of us have so much going on in our heads, so many stories, so many narratives, so many daydreaming, and all of that is good, yes. I mean, to a certain extent, daydreaming is a way of creation. But to get connected to your physical awareness, your hands, how do you feel, meditative practices that bring you back to the present moment, here and now, instead of your mind wandering too much, is also a way you connect to this blessing that we talked about. Okay, there's something that has ended. Okay, Greys always talk about something that has ended. The ending has to be let go of. How do you tap into this beautiful source, this beautiful flow, this offering that you're ready to make? You'll need to let go of the rejections, the breakups, the broken relationships, the threads that have done what they had to do. Okay, that's as easy to be said and as hard as I know, but those blessings and those gifts can flow into your life if you can visualize. In fact, water visualizations will really help you. Imagine writing everything on a piece of paper, putting it on a boat and letting it float away from you. Every anxious thought, everything that has broken your heart, every lower vibrational energies that you're feeling, write it and float it away. Sitting next to a water body and visualizing a lot of these freeing elements will help you. At the same time, I'm repeating, there's a balance needed when it comes to allowing your mind to daydream and float and bringing it back to your physical body, your physical awareness here and now. One of the activities, one of the rituals that you can do, just take a piece of paper, and if I ask you to list everything that you know to be 100% true about yourself, write down those things. What are you absolutely sure of? That this is who you are, this is what you have. With things that your mind believes has evidence, good, bad or ugly, who are you? And it just will ground you to your present moment and reality. Again, writing, journaling, scripting your thoughts is very strongly showing up for you, pile number ones, which means Ganesha does want you to pick up that aspect of you. Ganesha rules Mercury, and it's all about communication, it's all about articulation, it's all about creativity flowing through words. That is the message that is channeling for you as a blessing and a guidance for whatever you're dealing with right now. Okay, I'm repeatedly hearing the word be real with yourself, and that will mean different things to different people, but since I'm hearing that phrase again and again, I said that. Okay, we're going to move deeper into your reading to see what gifts, guidance, blessings are coming your way. I want you guys to leave me a little car emoji. We have a traffic jam showing up for you, and Ganesha sees that as a blessing for you. So leave me a car emoji if you've covered this part of this reading. And clearly, there's a lot of, the more you can surrender, the more you can make time and space for your spiritual activities, the more gifts and blessings will show up for you, pile number one. It's as simple as that. Let's look at your tarot cards and see what messages, what additional messages Ganesha wants to give us. Okay, we have Eight of Swords. A lot of the fears, see, this connects to that grey card. A lot of the fears, a lot of the narratives are scripts that are not true. Those are thoughts, those are mind-blocking narratives that you've just created about self. And the gift or the blessing coming your way is that you're getting a relief out of it. You're getting out of that mental trap that you've been sitting with. Okay, things that have not gone your way, things that have not given you happiness, things that have been disappointing from someone. You may actually be able to save someone else's life through that story, through that journey, through that inspiration. Look at what you can fix and moving ahead with that Chariot card. Okay, King of Cups, Five of Swords. We have 2 5s here. Change is rapidly coming your way, pile number ones. Okay, 2 5s. Some of you could be seeing the numbers 555. 6 of Swords, 9 of Wands. Okay, there's another phrase that I've channeled for you guys that may help you from a Ganesha's blessing lens. You may be wounded. You may have been hit hard by something, some sort of a loss, some sort of a heartbreak that didn't go your way, but you are still here to live another day, to fight another day, and you don't have to fight this fight alone. Many of you may actually also receive a blessing in the form of a therapist or somebody who emotionally helps you navigate through a storm that you're dealing with. Okay, this could be like a motivational speaker, this could be that you become a motivational speaker for someone else, but there's a message here of you are wounded, but you're still here to fight another war. And instead of being sad about it, instead of like, oh my God, I have to fight another war, that's a blessing. Many people lost in the last one and they're not here anymore, if you know what I mean, right? There's movement, forward movement, which is clearly shown here for you guys, especially if you're a business owner or an entrepreneur and you want to launch something. This is a big thumbs up with the Chariot and the Ace of Pentacles. You can plant those seeds and watch them grow. Okay, emotionally matured people, emotional maturity is on the rise for you, pile number 1. Okay, you're moving away from those negative thoughts of self-doubt, of disappointment, of self-pity, of repeating those same mistakes again. There is again an offer or a proposal coming up very strongly. Some of you may have submitted a business idea or a proposal, or for some of you this could even be a promotion. You had submitted an application for a promotion and it is getting approved for you. If you've been planning to buy a car or a vehicle, okay, because we do have the 2 messages here around vehicles, you may have to wait slightly longer than you wanted to or you planned to. There may be a reconsideration that needs to be done. There may be certain roadblocks or obstacles that come your way, but it is going to happen. Okay, the month of Cancer or the zodiac sign of Cancer is very relevant for you. So a lot of these blessings may start showing in by the next Cancer season, whenever that is coming in for you. Okay. As a clear message from Ganpati, we do see that there is a repeat of a particular cycle. Okay, like you may be meeting same kind of people in different bodies. You may be experiencing the same kind of storylines happening for you on a loop. And they always say when there's a loop, when there's a pattern, there's a subconscious desire, there's a subconscious fulfillment that perhaps you are feeling from this cycle and this loop. If you can tap into what that is, that again brings us back to our physical body, our here and now, you can move ahead from it. And that moving ahead and that journey of you experiencing something in a pattern and then figuring out your way of getting over it is not only beneficial for you, it is going to be a mode of money making, a mode of inspiration for you in the long run. So if you're facing something on a loop and you're cursing yourself and your destiny, I want you to see that silver lining here, that loop that you're on is in itself going to be a blessing. The day you break out of it, you are going to be able to, in some way or form, make money from it. Okay. If someone does owe you money, like you have loaned money to someone and you've been patiently waiting for them to give that money back to you, this is a forward confirmation that money is returning. Okay. Be mindful, stay wary of people who are naysayers, who always have cynicism, who are always in the oh no, it's not going to happen zone. That's a message and a guidance coming in very strong for you from Ganesha. You don't need people around you who are energy vampires, who tell you how you're dreaming too big or it's just never going to happen. Just keep your distance from them. Okay. Those were the messages and guidance that we've channeled from Ganpati, Lord Ganesha, for you today. If it does resonate with you, don't forget to hit that like button. A little energy exchange goes a long way for me. I wish you all a lot of blessings, a lot of abundance always. Thank you so much for showing up today again. Take care. Bye. Hello and welcome, pile number 2s. Those of you who picked this beautiful carnelian, links to our sacral chakra. Our sacral chakra governs our ability to create and be creative, our sensuality. It is supremely connected with the divine feminine energy within us, which is about nurturing, creation, it brings our focus towards our womb, okay, and our reproductive organs as well. We're going to dive into your Ganpati blessings and guidance, what Ganesha wants you to know, what is coming your way. Before we do that, I'm going to use the Lenormand deck here to do a quick energy check, kind of look at any storylines or timelines that are coming in for whoever I am reading for. This should be the part of the reading which should give you a clarity around if you've picked the right pile, if I say things that kind of resonate with your journey or what you're looking to seek guidance for, then this is your reading. Let's jump right into it. Pile number 2 is the energy check, please. Thank you. Okay, and while we begin this reading, I want you guys to type Om Gam Ganpate Namaha. Okay, that's just a simple mantra to begin something new. And I feel a lot of newness for you guys already. So Om Gam Ganpate Namaha. Type that in the comment section below. And one more card for the energy check of pile number 2's. Okay. We have the dog with the number 18, adds up to the number 9 showing up, and the 10 of Cups energy here. We have cloud, and we have mice. Interesting. Okay, a very particular message first, and I know that may not be everyone's story, but some of you have come into this reading asking yourself or already questioning that are you the biggest reason of your own misery, okay? And I mean, it sounds like a call out from the spirit. Are you the manifester? Are you the, it's like that anti-hero phase of Taylor Swift, like, hey, it's me, I'm the problem, it's me. Some of you have that doubt or that question in your mind, like, am I really the problem? Am I really causing the most misery in my life? Am I the reason why I'm unable to save money? There's some sort of an indulgence, okay, that you recognize you're doing, which is not healthy for you. There's this self-sabotaging indulgence. This could be, of course, indulgence in clothes. This could be indulgence in drinking, drugs, food, any kind of an indulgence that you are very aware at a conscious and a subconscious level that is not working in your favor, but it's almost like you're loyal to that habit. You're unable to break away from that relationship. You're unable to move out of something that you know is not working for you, okay? There is another storyline here where you're questioning or you're deepening your understanding. When we question, we deepen, right? What is loyalty? What is commitment to you? Okay, what does loyalty and commitment mean to you as an individual, not the generic definitions that the world has? Okay, clouds signify a mental fog. Okay, when we're still figuring something out, we have bits and pieces of things. We have peekaboos into information, but we're not very clear around the road that we're going. Okay, this is also not a good time for you to put any kind of a confirmed investment. Okay, that's showing up for you here. This is also talking about unlikely friends. Okay, this brings me to a beautiful message. Many of you in this reading are questioning the societal norm of what is normal, what is acceptable when it comes to forms of relationship. This could be like same-sex relationship. This could be like a rich person marrying a poor person, or a poor person, any kind of a societal norm which has been normalized, but you don't believe it to be normal in your own life anymore. You're questioning that normalization of that dynamics. We have an elephant and that dog story here. There's a deep introspection at play in your life, again, when it comes to loyalty, friendships, who your real friends are your friends really helping you or harming you? What kind of friends do you really want to make in life? Who do you want to surround yourself with? And most importantly, while you're coming into this reading, you're questioning, what role am I playing in my own suffering? And kudos to you, pile number 2s. Many of us can't face our own shadows, can't accept that we are the biggest tool, the biggest catalyst, the biggest player when it comes to our own life. And there's this radical questioning that you're doing. How have I enabled the abusers in my life? How have I enabled losses in my life? What is it that I'm doing that is making me... Your underlying energy here is the lilies, which talks about good luck, which talks about luck turning in your favor. Some of you are questioning a very unique, unconventional, or something that has never been seen way of life, or a relationship, or a path, which you're questioning if it will lead you to loss or success. The fact that we do have lilies as the underlying energy, if you're ready to take calculated risks, this may actually pan out to be extremely beneficial. Okay, let's see if I've covered everything around the current energy check for you. Had to fix the camera, my dog was shaking it. Okay, back to your messages. Energetically, again, just to summarize before we move to the next aspect, there is a mental fog. There is a mental fog around self-sabotage, there's a mental fog around your relationships, and at the same time there's a deep questioning happening around loyalty, commitment, and your unique definition of each of these. Okay, we're going to jump right into the blessings, the gifts, and the guidance that you can expect. If this narrative, this journey, this story sounds like yours, leave me a cloud emoji in the comment section below. Tells me and everybody else who's with you in this journey that you're a part of pile number 2. Okay, let's look at what guidance and what blessings are coming your way. We're going to use this for your gifts and blessings, the oracle cards. We're going to then look at these oracle cards to look at how you can align yourself better to these guidance, to these gifts and blessings coming your way. How can you tap into the right frequency to receive these gifts that are coming your way. Okay, let's see. Your rune is beautiful, manas. Okay, very interesting. We had in your current energy things related to relationships, loyalty, right? This rune talks a lot about human and humankind as a species, as an overall collective, at the same time highlighting our individuality, our uniqueness within that collective. And it's interesting that it's come in with your current energies message. Let's look at the gifts first. Gratitude. The energy of Lakshmi coming in very strongly. We're doing a Ganesha reading. That is a beautiful omen if you ask me. Outrageous openness. And we have inner power. Beautiful. The color green and orange is significant for you guys, which tells me that there is a focus towards your heart chakra and your solar plexus and sacral chakra. Okay, we have sun, the number 11. Paint the sun back into your sky. We have library. Okay, we have two power numbers here. Numerologically, 11 and 22 are master numbers. These are numbers of creation. These are star numbers as they are called. Let's see. What is the third one? We have red and forgive. Okay. The first blessing that is coming your way is that you feel a sense of forgiveness for things that have held you in a loop of grudge holding, animosity, feeling like a victim or feeling wronged. You're ready to release it. You're ready to feel free from everything that has made you feel trapped in those negative emotions of grudge and grudge holding, in the emotions of feeling like if that thing didn't happen to me, if that relationship didn't happen to me, if this didn't happen to me, I would have been at a better place. You're releasing the could have, should haves, would haves, and you're forgiving everything that you believe has left you at a worse place. Because forgiveness is not a gift to the other person, it's gift to ourselves. It's setting ourselves free from something that is not working for us. Okay, that is your first gift coming your way. You're changing the storyline, you're changing the narrative of you being a victim to somebody else's story, to you being the creator of your own story here. Okay, We also have outrageous openness, which talks about you are ready to explore, again, question the unconventional things, the things that used to scare you. One of the biggest blessings Ganesha has been bringing your way is an ability to push yourself out of that comfort zone and literally get curious as to what will happen if you let go of those narratives about yourself. Which means, I'll give you an example. Let's say you've always believed that in order for you to be successful, you need to make an X amount of money. Outrageous openness is, outrageous curiosity is, that we start questioning our biases, our confirmed belief system, and we ask ourselves, what if that doesn't happen? What if that is not true? What if that narration about my success is not true at all? Okay, about what if I can be successful without making that much money? That is questioning and openly accepting what life has to offer you, instead of giving life a script of you need to give me this. And from that comes the energy of gratitude. We feel grateful when we recognize our own power, okay, in our life. Remember, we talked about, are you playing the victim? Are you self-sabotaging yourself? The moment you realize, if I am, that means I have the power to change it. That means I have the power to attract better things in my life. And that inner power, that inner knowing will connect you to that energy of gratitude. Gratitude also shows up when we are reminded by the universe, perhaps in this process of forgiveness, perhaps when you're connecting with a larger community of people, that you have enough. Okay, that Ganesha has given you a lot more than you possibly and probably currently acknowledge in your life. Okay, there's this message or this energy here that many of you perhaps have given the key to your happiness to somebody else's moods, whims and fancies, presence and existence. And if that is true for you in any form or shape, okay, if you've given your power away to someone else to decide what your day looks like, you're getting your power back. You're getting that sense of inner self back. Okay, and yet as you get your inner power back, you equally connect to people around you. It's not like you become more isolated. It's not like you become a hermit. It's not like you're left alone. Rather, the more in tune with your power that you're coming, the more you tapping into that energy of gratitude, that I have this and I have been blessed with this, that I'm grateful for ABC, you will attract more of people, like-minded people. That is your blessing coming. Okay. So if I have to summarize what Ganesha's blessings are for you: community, a sense of community while not losing yourself in that community, while not subscribing to the norms of a particular cult, a particular group, a particular structure, yet being a part of it. I hope that makes sense, right? We can be a part of a friend circle, and each of us have individual viewpoints of living our life, and respect the other person's view of how they want to live their life without having to conform to what the group dynamics have decided or aligned to be the right way of living. That is a blessing, right? That gives us power to have a network of people who are unique and different in their own ways. And I'm sorry if you can hear the background noise. That is my dog contributing to your reading. She has a lot to say. So a sense of individuality while connection still being strong in your life is a blessing that Ganpati is bringing for you. The sense of gratitude rising in itself talks about you have enough to be thankful enough. And lastly, if fear has always led each of your decisions, if you've always allowed the what could go bad, what could go wrong to be the deciding factor of your next move, of your next decision, you're rather shifting gears and now thinking like, what if it actually works out? What if this plan that I have, this thing that I'm trying for, this relationship that I'm working towards actually works out? Okay. What if it doesn't work out and it still doesn't scare me, because I know something good will come out of the actions and the plan that I have made for myself? Do you see that radical sense of power that we feel when we think in that lens, when we are able to bring our inner power back? Okay. Some of you are grieving the loss of someone. This could be like a literal passing away to another realm, and that grief has been heavy on your life. Ganesha is bringing you ease from that grief. If you have been guilt tripping on something, okay? Like, I wish I could take better care of myself. I wish I was a more social person. I wish I could blah, 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 okay? Something that makes you feel that if you could be more of it, you would be better. That inner power returns in you when you understand and you forgive yourself that everybody can't be perfect. I'm not saying that you're not caring to improve yourself anymore, but there's a difference in beating ourselves over for not being someone or something, or not being a particular kind of a person that maybe would make someone else around us happier, or maybe would make a narrative in our mind believe that, oh, that makes me successful, that makes me beautiful, that makes me more likable. That is perhaps not true. Okay, so courage is one blessing, community and connection is another blessing, and your ability to be grateful for each of those experiences while being free in each of those connections is the blessing, is the gift that Ganesha is bringing your way. If that is something that you'd love to claim, I want you to leave me a lion emoji, because there's a lot of power in your reading that I do sense, that I do tap in for you guys. So leave me a lion emoji or 2222. Okay, these could be some angel numbers that you're also seeing repeatedly. Repeat numbers of 2 or 1212 could be a number that you're repeatedly seeing. 211 could also be a significant number for you. Okay, we have 22s and 1s at play here for you guys. Yeah, so I already feel, okay, some clairsentience, so I notice what my heart space feels more open. I feel more energetic, which is in itself the blessing that I sense a lot of you are going to get. Okay, roses are significant for you here. Maybe you want to buy them, maybe somebody gifts them to you, but surrounding yourself with the energy of rose will be significant. Okay, we're going to move towards this next part of this reading, where we're going to look at your tarot cards and dive even deeper in your gifts and guidance from Ganpati coming your way. If so far this has resonated with you, don't forget to hit that like button. A little tiny energy exchange that goes a long way for me. Okay, let's clear this out and let's look at your tarot cards. Some of you could literally be also attending like a music festival, you know, that if you have to take that as a literal blessing, like a music festival, a place to meet other people, a place to meet like-minded people. Okay, let's see. We have Page of Swords. Ideas are thriving here. Okay, we have Knight of Swords. Air signs energy is significant, so a blessing may be coming through an air sign or during the air sign months, which is Libra, Gemini and Aquarius. We have the Devil. We have 10 of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, we have 9 of Pentacles. You can make it all happen for yourself. That's as simple as a message that comes in with that pile number 2s. Okay, we have Empress. 2 major arcanas. Let's keep this here. We have 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Wands. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We have 2 Knights here. And let's put this here. Okay. A guidance or a message coming in from Ganesha is be mindful of gossip and petty competition and letting your insecurities make you say things or do things that you yourself know are self-harming. Okay, that's one strong message with the 5 of Wands and the Devil coming in. There would be some argumentative people around you who just want to pull you into their drama, their cyclical ways of living. If you have recognized something that works for you, if there's an idea that works for you, go charging towards it, make plans towards it. Do not wait for the validation of somebody else, or do not wait for a group discussion or an approval to give you confirmation that yes, you can do this. Okay, Capricorn and Libra seasons are also perhaps significant here. There is, you know what the 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Pentacles talk about, right? If you are an entrepreneur, this is like a beautiful spread of abundance, okay? Because it talks about creating abundance ourselves. The fact that there is a 10 of Pentacles here also talks about legacy businesses, also talks about you either creating a legacy or inheriting a legacy for yourself. This could be, of course, a material legacy, which means in heritage or receiving, taking up the role of the business owner if you are in a family business dynamics. But this could also mean other things like giving the legacy of a healed body to the next generation, okay? Giving the legacy of security, of just financial stability to the next generation or to your own self. There is this energy of ancestors very strong in your reading, pile number 2s. So Ganpati does bring that focus back to thanking your ancestors for their struggles. Instead of belittling them, instead of thinking that, oh, I could have done it better, or they should have made wiser decisions financially, or they could have, we always think that the old didn't do it correct, or they didn't know what they were doing. Accept, respect their journey, okay? And that will heal you and your next lines tremendously. The fact that we have 2 knights here are also people coming towards you, okay? People with ideas, people who want to create with you, want to work with you. Empress is the message of divine glow up. Everything related to Venus is the Empress. Physical body glow up, ability to attract the opposite gender and its attention towards us, feeling affluent and abundant. You may not be abundant, but you can feel abundant. Do you know what I mean? Some of you are wanting to be a parent or a mother. The 10 of Pentacles to the Empress does signify that you can manifest that, you can attract that blessing in your life. Some of you may also, who are watching this reading, could be single mothers that I'm reading for, okay? And all that anxiety that you hold for that next generation, there's this assurance, there's this reassurance from Ganesha that it's going to be way better than you've actually lived. Your kids are going to have a way better life than you've actually imagined. So stop that worry monkey to drive you nuts, okay? Say yes to opportunities. Say yes to networking events. Show up to places that just inspire you to show up, okay? Some of you may actually feel very drawn to workshops or educating yourself around financial matters or doing your budgets. Remember, we talked about an overindulgence in your current energy. Overindulgence are nothing but lack of self-control, right? And there's an energy increase of self-control and a deeper practical aspect coming into your life when it comes to managing your career as well as your money, especially your money, okay? Having the intelligence and the self-power to make the wiser or the better financial choice for yourself and your family, okay? Clearly, Empress to the Devil also always talks about gifts and abundance coming your way, but be mindful that you weigh the price that you will pay for it, okay? Nothing comes for free, right? So if you're taking up a new project, please ensure that you've checked if you have enough time to sleep, enough time for your workout, enough time for anything else that is as a priority for you, because there is a conflict of priorities that may also show up, conflict of 2 different business plans or income sources that can come up for you, but you can navigate through that if you've made just thought through plans and decisions, okay? It is a very positive spread. I mean, I don't have to overemphasize on it, but the 10 of Pentacles is everything about abundance. It's about money, it's about stability, it's about growth, and the Empress coming in here literally talks about attracting it instead of chasing it. Only thing that you have to do is be clear-headed around your ideas, okay? Swords is a lot to do with ideas. Swords is a lot to do with communication. If you're clear about what you want and you can communicate it in a matured, eloquent manner, you will get what you're seeking. That's as simple as that, okay? Some of you may benefit from chanting the Vakratunda Mahakaya mantra. I think it is called, I'll Google it for you. It's called a particular mantra, okay? I don't think it's the Ganesh Gayatri mantra. That's a different one, but I'll link it for you in the description box below, okay? That's a mantra chanting that will really help you, that will bring you to that grounded place of stability, okay? Your investments of any kind will grow. That's a blessing coming for you, definitely by the next September, okay? That's a timeline that's coming up for you guys. I think we've covered quite a lot of blessings and guidance from you from Ganesha. Don't let that mental fog and other people's definition make you shaky. Okay, that's the only guidance that is coming in. Otherwise, Ganesha is bringing you all the luck, all the abundance, all the glow up, and all the status rise. Okay, that's another thing that is very strong for you guys. Whatever is your social community status right now, in whatever way you measure it, okay, your social status, whatever way you measure it, it is rising. If you measure it in the number of followers you have, it is rising. If you measure it in the amount of money you have in your bank balance, that is rising. If you measure it in the lens of the relationships or the network that you have, that is rising. There is a rise in your social status that is guaranteed by Ganesha. Okay. This is a powerful pile, and I've loved doing this reading for you as always. If this helped you and if it resonated with you and you've reached all the way till the end of this reading, leave me a cow emoji, yeah, at the comment section below. It is the animal spirit that links with abundance and affluence, and that's definitely coming your way, pile number 2. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today, and I will see you in your next reading. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome. Last but not the least, my pile number 3s with the Tiger's Eye crystal. It's a wonderful crystal for solar chakra healing, for inner confidence, for protection especially against self-doubt, for being the naysayer to your own story. It's a wonderful crystal for those who struggle with discipline and routine. So that may be coming up in your reading. How we're going to do this is we will use the Divine Guidance Oracle cards for, I think I left your, the Divine Guidance Oracle cards for the gifts that are coming your way and the rune. From Bappa, we will then use the Oracle cards to look at what is the guidance, how do you align yourself with the gifts and the blessings that are coming your way, and we will deep dive further with the tarot cards. So with that said, before all of that, we're going to use the Lenormand deck to look at your current energy, your current storylines. Of course, this is a general reading, so take the storyline that resonates. I've put this part of this reading to kind of help you see if the current energy is resonating with you, and that just gives you a confirmation that the pile you have selected is yours to claim. Okay, so pile number 3, what is the current energy? What do we need to know for pile number 3? Who are they? Who am I reading for? Thank you, Spirit. Pile number 3, the current energy. Thank you. Okay, we have too many cards, but we'll take the first 2 that have fallen. We have mice. Some of you could have been drawn to 2, okay, or there's an energetic overlap in pile number 2s and 3s. If that is the case, that first card is already your confirmation. It's almost like 2s and 3s are transitionary, okay? Like 2s could be the early aspect of the energy, and this is like matured more, okay? One more card, please. What is the current energy? What do we need to know? What is the current energy? Okay. Okay, I have to say this now. Pile number 3s, watch pile number 2s, okay? These many cards we shuffled on camera. 2 cards are exactly same in different places, okay? So clearly you have a message in pile number 3 which you need to watch, okay? Let's dive right into it. Your underlying energy is birds, okay? Your current energy, and this is cute, okay? It's almost like Ganesha's energy is coming in to say that they need to know I saved them, okay? There's some sort of a loss or a, just a loss, that's what we call it. A loss that you have been divinely protected by Ganesha when you're coming into this reading, okay? There was some sort of a harm. This could be like a physical harm, a financial loss, a loss in respect, a loss to your reputation that was intended and aimed towards you. And I don't know whether or not you know it. If you know it, then that's great. But there is something that Ganpati has protected you very recently, okay? And if that resonates, if you know what that something is, do type in Om Ganeshaya Namaha in the comment section below, just as a thank you note, because there is a divine sense of protection which surrounds you, okay? This could be even a parent in the other side of the realm, okay? Some of you may be missing your parents if they're no longer with you, or maybe you stay away from home. There's that energy of a parent and a child and that sense of protection that you feel when you are around a loving parent that is showing up very strongly for you, pile number 3s. This again talks about friendship, commitment and loyalty, very similar to pile number 2's energy. You're asking yourself what makes you feel safe, what makes you feel protected, who has your good intent at their heart, which relationship makes you feel safe. Those are the kind of questions, thoughts that you're mulling over when you come into this reading. There could be some sort of an information that you've recently received or may receive while you just after watching this reading, which changes your understanding of a particular friendship or a particular relationship. This could be a romantic relationship, this could be a father and son relationship, but some sort of an information, some sort of a secret that you did not know yet has either recently been revealed to you that has changed the way you view a particular relationship and a relationship's dynamic, okay? Some of you could literally be parents yourself, okay? And there's a sense of energetic protection that you want to give your child. Okay, there is also some sort of a protection when it comes to, if you are a parent who's watching this, around an information. Okay, maybe you've noticed that there are too many people around your kids who gossip or who have a negative energy, and you're trying to, as a parent, protect that. Okay, there's a message here about loyalty, commitment, which again brings me to, there is this strong spiritual angelic protection that surrounds you and your truest bonds that is literally why it's unshakable. Okay, and I think many of you who will watch this reading will resonate with that aspect. Like, you know that there have been ample people, ample situations, ample reasons why some of your friendships or some of your relationships would have broken apart and never been healed had there not be a divine plan, a divine source, a divine superpower that protects you and that other person. Okay, this again will play out differently for each of you. This could be a father and son, this could be a father and daughter, this could be sisters, this could be some relationship that you know has been divinely protected, and you're very unique in your own ways. Okay, some of you who are singles, okay, you're literally questioning, is this all that I have in my life? Okay, like, am I going to die alone? Am I really never going to have anybody in my life because I'm weird, or I'm somebody who needs a lot of assurance, or I'm an overthinker, and you're questioning if you're doomed to be single forever. Okay, that's when you've come into this reading. There's some news, there's some confirmation you need around, is my uniqueness, is my personality the reason that will leave me alone for the rest of my life? That's that energy that I'm channeling here. Okay, there's something around a deep friendship and a deep community, a deep bond that is strong here. Somebody either you feel a fatherly, motherly emotion for, or someone who feels that towards you, is fiercely loyal for you, is fiercely committed to make this relationship work. Okay, so this was not a relationship reading, but there is a significant relationship or a friendship. Again, I'm repeatedly saying this doesn't have to be romantic, but there's a deep bond that is coming into your energy today. Okay, for some of you, you could be entering a new school or a new workplace, and you're kind of worried around how people will accept you, how is your new workplace going to be like, and that's giving you a little bit of an anxiety, but if you need an assurance, this is all positive. Okay, if anything I've said has resonated with you and this sounds like your current energy, things that you're thinking about, things that you're mulling over, do hit that like button and leave me a dog emoji in the comment section below. Tells me and everybody else who's picked pile number 3 that they are with you, they're a part of that community and that bond that you're sensing. Let's dive right into your blessings and gifts coming from Ganesha. We'll then look at also your guidance. Okay, so we have deepening of a bond, deepening of a trust. I've used that word deep so much in my reading today. It's not funny. Okay. We have detachment. Lovely that it's showed up with this message. These two already are telling me about you are understanding the true essence of love. Okay. When we truly love something, we are not feeling trapped by it. We don't try to trap the other person either. We have a sense of healthy detachment towards their actions, towards who they are, because we just accept things as it is. Okay, because we're not trying to achieve something, to gain a milestone, to get a particular label, to get something out of it. We're detached to the outcome because we're absolutely okay with what we have. That depth of love is a blessing that is clearly coming your way. You're understanding it, you're feeling it, you're experiencing it. And you can't make this up. Your next card is love. In any form or shape, if you've been craving love, self-love, love from a parent, love from a spouse, love from a partner, love from a certain kind of a friends or a friends community, your biggest blessing coming your way is love. And love that is not insecure, love that doesn't trap you, love that doesn't command you, love that doesn't try to control you or make you feel like you need to give something constantly back to be loved. Love that just is, love that is detached, love that just is safe love. That's what your blessing is. I mean, who doesn't want that? But that's beautiful message coming in. I mean, go home, pile number 3s. This is epic. Fehu talks about, so in the older time, it used to talk about cattle, which is a symbol of abundance, okay? I strongly want to say pile number 3s, watch pile 2s. There's a message for you there. This talks about every form of wealth, which means physical health, the fitness, the strength in our body to fight diseases, to fight mental health issues, anything. So a strong, fit body is the first wealth that this talks about. Second is the wealth of possessions, a house, a car, whatever possessions make you feel wealthy. That is a blessing coming your way. And of course, it talks about the wealth of beauty, okay? Feeling good about our bodies, not just feeling fit, but feeling good in our bodies, okay? I mean, this is, I think, the best pile out of all 3 when it comes to the series of blessings coming your way, okay? Wings, you never needed those wings to fly. Love this message. Confidence, okay? That's what's coming in. And no wonder you've picked the tiger's eye. Your biggest gift and blessing from Bappa is you're letting go of any kind of a self-doubt that you had about, is this dream going to come true? Is this person going to be ever me? Am I going to have XYZ? You're letting go of that doubt, that self-criticism, which is how you're aligning to these blessings for yourself, okay? Lavender, that's also because, see, we talked about community and bonds and relationship. For many of you, these are strong female friendships, by the way, pile number 3, okay? Females who make you feel nurtured, nourished, understood, accepted. Those are the kind of people you are asked to surround yourself with. And there's a deep nourishment. Again, deep is a word that I've used so many times. I've lost count of that in this reading. Okay, look at the amount of community showing up for you guys in your pictures itself. Okay, the group of 3 is significant here. Okay, if you feel something is wrong, stand up for it. That's a message very strong here. Speak your mind. Don't let it pass through. Don't let it be like, oh, it's not my problem, somebody else will talk about it. You talk about it. You voice your opinions. There's a message here from Ganesha to voice out your thinking, because it will influence a lot of people and it will bring in a lot of love in many relationships, not just yours. Okay, so a friend of yours may even come in and ask for some sort of a guidance or support around their loving relationships. Okay, and you need to detach yourself from your storyline, your insecurity when you're talking to this person, because they will actually, it's a reading about 2 people benefiting mutually from each other, right? So yeah, a sense of bonding is very strong for you in pile number 3's reading, okay? You have the like-minded individuals around you, you have the right support system around you who can see your dream, okay? Some of you could even be coming into collaboration with creatives or people who are in the same cause as you, and you can join your forces to create something, like, you know, business partners coming together to put in more money into the business, or you and your spouse starting something which brings in more abundance into your life. There's a partnership, there's an energy of community, there's a sense of belonging and support that is coming in for you, pile number 3's, okay? What a beautiful energy here though. And I strongly want to say that you guys need to connect with pile number 2's. The smell of lavender and essential oils, lavender, the color lavender, of course, could be significant. We have the word lavender showing up for you as clear and loud. Authenticity, allowing yourself to be truly who you are. without an insecurity of acceptance. That is how you align yourself to this pool ocean of love, okay, that I'm sensing for you. Your heart chakra is expanding. Your inner belief about who you are, what you can do, what you cannot do, that there's an expansion happening around that. Okay. Again, just a message that I want to repeat. If you see a wrong, voice it. Don't let it go unspoken of, unaddressed, because it will either become a bigger problem later that you will regret not talking about it then, or adds up to some sort of a negative bad karma for you. Okay, so if you can support someone, if you can help someone, if you can stand up for the weak, if you can do something for someone else by just supporting them, by voicing their concerns, by being that mediator, even maybe between two people, to help them navigate a conflict, of course with a detached sense. Don't get attached to the outcome. Don't do it because you're trying to be like I'm the good person who helped two people to resolve conflict. Do it just because you can. Okay, do it because of a goodness of a heart, and that will add into a karmic clearing for you. Okay, that's a message coming in from Bappa. If this has resonated with you and you'd like to claim the blessings and the gifts that we've talked about here, leave me a fish emoji in the comment section below. It tells me that you've reached the first part, or rather the second part of this reading, and we're done with that. We're going to deep dive into further what gifts and blessings are coming for you from Lord Ganesha. And let's see, we'll be only taking upright cards. So we have the Knight of Cups. I mean, how much more love can we talk about in this reading? Romanticizing life, art. Okay. Another thing that is coming in as a blessing is your appreciation for art increasing. Your ability to make space for art increases. This, of course, could also mean a suitor or a relationship coming your way, a romantic water sign. Oh my God. Self-love is overflowing for you, pile number 3. Ace of Cups, a new beginning in relationships, a new way to do relationships. If you are in a relationship, there's clearly more romance, more acceptance flowing between the two of you. This is a beautiful message to follow with that. The message here from Ganesha is do not settle for less, and you do not have to accept every gift that is given to you. You can ask for more, you can demand for more. Okay, this mostly means in the context of emotional aspects, right? So if you're somebody who's been single for a long time and you're questioning, should I just settle in for the next person that comes in? No, if they do not fulfill you, fulfillment is the message of Ace of Cups. Okay, filling our cup up with enough self-love that we will not accept any offer or proposal which does not meet our sense of romance. And if you're hearing a loud noise and weird noises behind me, that is my dog Carbon, who always loves to talk in between my readings. Can't ignore it. Okay. Page of Cups. Okay, there's a lot of Cups energy, which means a lot of your blessings are related to emotional well-being and your sense of emotion. Your inner child healing comes up with the Page of Cups. Can you make space to do things just because you enjoy them, just because you love them, instead of trying to prove that you're good at something? Okay, that it can make you money. Playfulness, softness. I'm hearing that word soft girl era is what you're channeling, pile number 3, and that is what Ganesha blesses you with. More time to do creative things, more time to just flow, enjoy art, read that poetry, read that book. Okay, that is the blessing coming your way. There's been an injury or a end to something. Okay, for good. Okay, something has ended and it is just not returning. If you came into this reading for a confirmation, something is no longer good for you, which you've already said goodbye to. The betrayal that had to happen is done. Okay, and that journey of that thing ending, this could be a relationship, this could be a self-sabotaging behavior, this could be something that has had to lead you to introspection and self-isolation. Now you're ready to even help others navigate through it. Okay, the energy of Virgo is significant when the Hermit shows up. Okay, we have a lot of community cards here. Collaborations, teamwork, finishing something with the support of other people. Those kind of blessings and gifts are coming your way through Lord Ganesha. Some of you could also be manifesting a mentor or somebody who's done, especially if you're an artist or in an artistic line, okay? Somebody who's done your journey and can help you better your craft, okay? Queen of Wands, confidence, at its peak. Queen of Wands is all about confidence. She has an intuitive, assertive energy about her that she knows what she brings to the table, and she's not going to apologize for her shining bright light. If somebody else needs to wear a pair of glasses, so be it. Okay, so coming into your own power, coming into your own creation. Any of you doing any kind of an artistic, creative work, this is a wonderful spread that talks about teamwork and creation and confidence coming together. Okay, let's see if you've missed anything else as a guidance. There's just this guidance of don't try to revive something that has ended. Okay, this could be a relationship, this could be a project, this could be a job interview that you didn't go through. What you didn't go through with, what did not work out for you, is a blessing. Okay, and don't let that gap, that vacuum of nothing else happening for you, make you question that should I just go back to that previous plan, should I just go back to the last thing that didn't really work out, but maybe I should have put in more efforts. No, just think ahead, move ahead. Look at new relationships, look at new partnerships, look at new friendships instead of trying to go back to the old. It's done what it had to do for you. Okay, as much as you possibly can, make time for playfulness. Whatever gets you in the flow, pile number 3s, that's how you can tap into these blessings that are coming your way. And there are a lot of blessings, a lot of emotionally fulfilling experiences. That is what you're manifesting. And Bappa wants to just assure you with this last message here that your own authentic light, your own power is just enough for you to receive all the love, to receive all the abundance you've ever sought for. You don't have to be somebody else. You don't have to, yes, of course, we all should improve, but you don't have to alter yourself or change yourself to receive the love of the source. Okay, and the love of anybody who truly loves you. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to read for you today. Thank you to Ganpati Bappa. If this has helped you, inspired you in any way, don't forget to hit that like button, and I will see you in your next reading. Take care. Bye-bye.